Oh, we don't know what Keith said. He's running late, I
Of
guess.
course, like
So
always.
he'll get here when he get here. So anyway, we have a special guest today. Tone Love will be in the building around 7:30. So before he gets here, we're going to talk about street loyalty versus relationship loyalty. So what you think? Street loyalty versus relationship loyalty.
What do I think?
I'm just saying, should your partner have more loyalty to his relationship than the streets and his friends?
Well, that's...
Should your partner have more loyalty to his...
It's an equal thing there. I believe that most of the time, I will hope and pray that he would value our relationship more than the streets, but because of them being in the streets so much, their loyalty is a little stronger than ours. So I believe he'll most likely go
with the streets.
With the streets, I do.
So in that situation, what do you do if your man or female just pick the streets over the relationship?
What would I do? Personally, I don't know. I can't answer that. Honestly, if I love that person, I'm gonna try to stick there beside them, and hopefully they understand that I'm more important than them.
Exactly.
But in a case like that, after a couple of months, I think I have to go if it doesn't change.
Yeah, because I just think niggas out of pocket if they gonna pick the streets over their relationship. I mean, maybe they'll pick it because they feel like they get money out there, so they're gonna pick the loyalty in the streets than your relationship. Or sometimes they feel like they have to be so loyal to their friends because they grew up
with them
since diapers.
Right.
So they feel like, well, I got to be loyal to my friend before I'm loyal to anybody else.
Right.
I mean, which is crazy as shit because your friends will get you to fucking trouble, killed, and everything else.
They do.
But some niggas just think they got to be loyal to their friends because if something happened in the streets, they going to jump. So they feel like they got to jump if something happens to them. So I just feel like it's corny shit.
Well, and a 50-50 chance. I'm dead serious. Like I said, I hope that the person will choose me other than their friends. But when it comes down to a relationship and friendships, some, I ain't gonna say all, you have some that the streets are their family all the way around the board. Yeah. So if they get locked up, they're there for them. If they get hurt, they're there for them.
I don't know about that, but
I'm not saying all.
One out of 10 might be there for you if you get locked up.
I'll say three out of 10.
3 out of 10.
3 out of 10. But if your spouse actually truly care for you, they'll be there. They really will. So it's up in the air. You got to take it for what it's worth when it's there.
Yeah, I just think some guys just got to realize that you don't have to be loyal to somebody just because they'll jump for you, depending on what the situation is. Because somebody will put you in a situation that you can get killed, and you just feeling like I have to go defend this person because of my loyalty
right
towards that person. So
I don't know.
People
I don't know. I mean, I really wish that it was people here to be able to contradict something, but in a case like that, to everybody out here who listen to Uncut and Raw, we do need y'all insight on this one. So y'all have to get back in contact with us and tell us y'all insight on it, because it is something that
goes on every day.
Yeah, that's going on right now with a lot of people. So y'all gotta give us something. We gotta figure out.
I think we need more males to answer that question.
Oh yeah, true.
Like, what do you choose? I mean, who would you choose?
Okay, vice versa. Switch it around. If it was females, because men, yeah, we know it's up in the air.
Yeah, females the same way. They'll feel like my girlfriend's going to be there regardless of what. So my loyalty is with my girlfriends before my relationship.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
So yeah, it can go both ways. I mean, because you got some females that feel like that. Like, if I leave you today or tomorrow, my friend is always going to be there. But then you got the females that start saying fuck they friends when they get into a relationship. I mean, that's a whole different topic, but
that is.
I just feel like females, if y'all get in a relationship, y'all don't got to stop talking to your girlfriends, your aunts, your uncles, just cutting everybody off because you just got some new dick.
Yeah, well, listen, new dick for them is the best dick out here.
Yeah, but
Seriously.
these motherfuckers be cutting everybody off. You don't hear from them.
No, you don't. And you
until
won't
that
hear
relationship is over, and then you want to call my phone.
Or something's going wrong.
Yeah, bitch, don't call my phone now. I have no right.
Hold on.
They
They
be
be
like,
like,
go out, none of that.
look, they be like, well, can we just have a conversation? Let's talk. Oh, where you been for the past 6 months? Well, you know, no,
That
it ain't no
should be for
you know.
years.
You can sit there and call here and there. You don't gotta call all the time.
Right,
but
don't.
damn, I mean, if you in a new relationship, at least call once a week and just be like, okay, everything's cool. How are you?
I don't know. These bitches don't do that.
No, they don't.
These bitches cut everybody off for that dick.
Well, listen, is that dick
that ain't even doing shit?
I was just going to say, is that dick actually taking
living
care
in
of
house.
you, or are they just sitting there screwing you? If they just screwing you and not doing anything for you, it's not becoming anything important. It's no point of all of the extra stuff that you're doing. You just dick hungry. That's it. That's all it is. Hypnotized ain't the word. Because that's what it is. Because the next piece of dick come bigger and a little stronger, you gonna dump that person and be with that person.
Yeah. But I don't know. Girls just need to, when they get in a relationship, just stop cutting people off, sis. It's not that deep. Because the niggas ain't cutting none of their friends off. They ain't cutting nobody off. They still hanging out with their friends. You be the one in the house not doing shit. Going through the motion.
Yeah, because you got some guys.
Because again, that go back to loyalty. They more loyal to their friends, so they not gonna.
It is. I mean, you even, like I said, you even have some guys who, okay, even though they're in a relationship with somebody, and they sit there and they start messing with, I'll say, their friend's girl. They know, all right, well, she wanted me, so why not share? You have some guys that'll be like, okay, let's share. But she's loyal. She's supposed to be loyal to you, but she's going through the whole group. So where's the loyalty then? Back to your friends.
But that goes for like when some people don't want to have threesomes because they feel like if you have a threesome, it's going to mess up your relationship.
I thought it would make it stronger. I mean,
it might mess it up because you might have a female that have a threesome and never been with a girl before, and then she start liking that shit, and then she start going behind your back fucking this bitch, and then it's going to mess up your relationship. So some people don't want to have a threesome with they partner. They'll have one probably with a
random person?
a random bitch, but not somebody that they in love with.
Ew. Listen, I don't know. I think like this. For your relationship, you need to actually spruce it up. I don't care if you role playing. I don't care if it's spontaneous that y'all could be here one day and y'all just do whatever y'all do, or you bring somebody in. It should be an agreement among everybody on what's going on. So
you think it's okay to bring somebody in your relationship and you won't feel no type of way or think they'll be fucking each other without you there?
If I actually trust that, and if I trust my partner, I'm not going to have a problem because you're not going to go behind my back because I actually gave you that home pass. Like, so this is our home pass.
Yeah, that's cool, but I just feel like if I'm going to have a threesome with my nigga, it's going to be a random bitch. Like, right, I'm talking about we gonna be out of town somewhere.
No, but I get that. No, but that's still you and your partner came up to an agreement. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. You and your partner have to come up with the agreement. The other female don't have to. It's you and your partner who has to agree on it. So if you go
no
behind,
local bitches.
Yeah, if you go behind his back, then that's on you. It's just like if he go behind your back, that's on him. That was an agreement that y'all came to. Once you break that, you broke everything.
I mean, if I was into it, it would be no local bitches. It would just be bitches out of town or something when we traveling or something like that.
Okay.
I don't need no local bitches.
I could dig it. I need out of town bitches. You. Listen, whatever spices up the bedroom to keep y'all happy and keep y'all together, that's what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I can do that, but I'm just saying if.
I mean, I'm saying it is what it is.
I don't know if I can ever like do a threesome with my man. I'll talk shit about it, like, yeah, but I don't know.
Of course, we all do that. Literally, we all. Me and my dude could sit there and be talking, and I'll be like, "Oh, she got a fat ass."
Oh no, it's nothing wrong with that.
I like that. Maybe we could sit there.
I think you should be able to do that with
but
your
you have some people in relationships. If their partner sit there and say that, they looking at them sideways.
Well, they insecure because I just feel like in a relationship you should be able to do that.
Yeah,
it's like you just
that's communication among your relationship. A lot of people don't have it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just trusting each other, because trust come a long way too. So you have to trust that person in order to have fun like that. So it all comes down to trust.
Definitely.
If you don't trust, you can't have fun in your relationship.
No,
period.
You cannot. It become boring, still, and
you might as well
hard
leave it.
To even come home.
And you might as well leave it.
Yeah.
Because the shit ain't gonna work.
No matter how much you try, it's just not gonna be there. So, well.
The next topic, I guess we're going to talk about kids that's acting the fuck up. Oh. And it's like, what do you do when your kids is just acting up and out of control as an adult?
All right, it's hard. Hold on. You answer first. What would you do if your child is actually acting up? And it's a constant thing. It's not something that just occurred once, but it's a constant thing going on and on.
I don't know. It's hard because that's your child at the end of the day, and you don't want to give up on your child.
Right.
But that's what everybody's going to tell you. Like, you have to show tough love. But it's just so hard.
I will bring you on the show.
It's so hard when it's your child.
Right.
Who that?
Tia.
So it's just hard when it's your flesh and blood. So
it is.
It's hard to show tough love.
Okay.
Because then you think you're gonna hurt them if you show tough love, but at the end of the day, you hurting them by not showing it.
Okay. But then, like, I look at it like this. I think the strongest parents is the one who can support their children at the end of the day, regardless if it's good or bad that they're doing. You support them until you're tired. Once you're tired, it's no more turning back.
I think the strongest ones is the ones that can show tough love. They're the strongest ones because everybody can't do that. When you're an adult and you're acting up, like some parents can't. Even as a teenager, when teenagers out here running the streets, or your son running the streets, or your daughter out in the streets, it's hard to just give up on your child. So I just feel like the ones that do show tough love and let them be is the strongest ones, because I don't think I can do it. I don't think I would be able to show tough love to my kids if they was just acting up and I just got to cut them off completely.
Okay. I guess then,
I'm telling the truth, it'd be hard.
And I get it. I guess in a case like that, I've been there and I've done that. I'll say it that way. But at the end of the day, it is your child. So you're going to always try your best to find a way to make it easier for you and them, even with giving them the tough love. But my thing is, once it actually start affecting the parent, emotionally, physically, it's really time for it to be done.
For you to cut them off?
Once the child is of age that they can make their own decisions, if you really have to cut them off for your own sanity, that's what has to happen. It has to.
That's a hard.
Because you'll wind up putting yourself in the hospital.
Yeah, or killing yourself or doing drugs, anything.
Right.
But that's a hard pill to swallow. I mean, that's so hard.
It is.
I just don't. I give it. I give it up to the parents that do it, because I think I would be the weakest parent.
No,
because I'm so weak when it comes to my kids.
No, you're not. I'm talking
about as far as like cutting them off because they doing wrong.
No, you're not, and don't even sit there and go there. You are a strong individual.
No, I'm very strong, but I'm just saying when it comes to your kids, you become weak.
No, you don't. Don't do that. You don't become weak. You are stern. Yeah. That's what it is. But you do give your kids leniency.
Yeah.
And that's fair. You have some that can't give their kids leniency. Because once they gave them that leniency, the kids take it and run with it, and
Right.
will
That's
never
true, too.
never apologize, never turn back and say I'm sorry, will never do anything because they feel as though they deserve it. They deserve everything plus more. When you cannot do what you need to do on the back end, then why do I deserve to give you anything? Why do I have to give you my time if you're showing me you don't care for it?
Right. You don't give a fuck.
So if you don't care, you don't want it, leave me alone. I wouldn't care if it's a grown woman, a grown man, or a teenager. It's like, it's done. You can't do anything else.
I was trying to see what the comment was.
Oh.
But
So,
yeah.
that's my whole
hard.
thing. It's a hard pill to swallow.
So how long does it take for you to give up on your child?
Ooh.
How long? Is it 5 years, 2 years, 6 months?
It's no time
I
limit.
mean, depending on what if they're on drugs,
It's
just
no time
out there
limit.
acting up, it's like, how long do you take it
It's no time limit. It's when you
when you're tired?
are tired. Period.
Or like, it's been too long, it's been 2 years and you still doing the same
Yeah.
shit, so it's time
Here
for
it
you
go.
to
When
get
you can actually get up in the morning, when you know you have to go to work, and you roll over and you see the time and you be like, I just can't do it. I can't make it out of bed because you're that depressed. It's time for a change. You just have to be ready for that change. And it's going to be a hard pill to deal with, but you got to be ready for it.
That's a hard situation.
It is. It's a real hard situation.
It is a hard situation. But moms, parents that's out there going
Moms,
through it.
dads,
oh my
whoever
gosh.
is dealing with it.
I guess you just got to talk to somebody that's dealing with the same thing so you can know
Try
how
to figure it out. Try
figure
to
it
get
out
some
because it's
insight.
hard.
For the people who believe in Allah, God, Buddha, and the rest of them, you need to actually do what's best. If that's who you turn to for a prayer, go ahead and do that. But at the end of the day, like I said, it's a hard pill to swallow when it's your child. It's just like if it was just a regular family member that you've been taking care of or doing things for most of their life.
Right.
And when it comes back to the same thing, it's like you don't know what to do because it's still somebody who you love, who you cherish, regardless of the good and the bads, and you try to work through it all. The ups and downs, but you have more downs than you do ups, and it never even out. It does. It really makes you sick. It makes you sick internally, mentally, physically. It just makes you sick. And I have seen a lot of mothers, fathers, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins who are in the same situation, and they actually are just done. They're done. They can't do it no more. So,
Yeah. Hey.
hello, hi.
Good. So, what time is it? You ready to come on in? Where
Okay.
G? Hey, G. Oh, hey, G. I missed you. I know, we had no wine.
Look, we was running late for a lot of reasons. Hi.
That's Nina.
How you doing?
So we was just talking about how to deal with your kids when they're wilding out.
Yeah. No matter if they teenagers or if they're adults, how do you deal with a situation?
Right.
Especially if they're 28 and got kids and think they're grown, they can take the grown asses out of here and go somewhere else.
How about you? You sit there and say it. Come over here and say it. Yeah, no. You said something. Come on.
Right. She done lined you up to get up here.
Listen, it is what it is. We just want the insight from aspects.
I think too it depends on the age. how long they are.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on how you do and what kind of child they are.
Mhm.
Some, you can raise your voice and they're like, oh, they're going to add the look.
Yeah, we talking about grown adults.
No, we talk about
that's acting up. So
over 21 who needs to actually.
It's time to show tough love and cut them off.
My daughter, I'm not your friend. You're going to respect. You're going to put some respect on my name. Somewhere else. As long as my name is on this and I'm paying bill and I got you here, you're going to do as I say.
Right.
Till the day I die. I don't care how old you are. You and your kids. If you're lucky, you and the kids can go. It's as simple as that. And it's on the y'all listen to. Talking about me design.
She gonna play back.
Well, maybe she take note.
Right.
Now the whole world know.
But y'all, we got Tone Love in the building from Tough Crew.
Yes.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
You wanna sit here?
You can come.
Sure.
Come on.
You want me to go to your side?
Bring the stool. Because you're going to be short.
Oh, yeah.
No, you should have actually had him. Yeah. Because you can sit there. I'll sit in the stool. I had a stool. You sit here. Sit here.
How you ladies doing this evening?
Lovely.
Good.
With some hiccups, but it is what it is.
That's what's up.
Well, Keith is not here. I don't know where he is. I'll get him later. He on our live, though.
Okay.
But he's
He
supposed to
is?
be here.
Oh.
But again, we got Tone Love in the building from
Yes.
Tough Crew.
Yo, what up? Raw and uncut.
Look, my fault. I had my hands inside.
So, Tone, just tell them who you are.
Yeah, well, for those that may know me, y'all know what it is. TL, Tough Crew, Danger Zone. TL, the teacher, you know what I mean? Been doing this for a minute. Representing the Danger Zone out of Philly. Shout out to Tough Crew, the rest of my squad. But, myself, I've been, doing this rap thing it's been 30 years now.
Oh, wow.
And, watch the game, change.
Mm-hmm.
I watch hip hop go to the rap game, and it's in, a state of, state of emergency right now.
You done seen it all, right?
As far as hip hop, yeah, but that's another story. But yeah, it's just me, man. I'm just, representing the Tough Crew, also the Soul Survivors. That's my my new project I'm doing with my man Ronnie. Shout out to Ronnie S. One of my producers, and he's a singer as well. So we formed Soul Survivors, and we just back in it, man. Just back at the music.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should
So
be
what made you get into music 30 years ago?
Well, everybody was excited about, what we was hearing, the first hip hop coming out of, New York, the Bronx, Brooklyn, some even out of Philly,
Right.
Some people don't know, but Shan and a couple of rappers, that was New Yorkers, but they was coming to Philly
Okay.
to do their thing, and we was following, we was listening in like everybody else, and when I got my opportunity, I just jumped in there.
Yeah.
I was wanting to rhyme. From high school, I was rapping. Matter of fact, the boy Ronnie S. I'm talking about now, we was actually doing it since high school. We used to go in the bathroom, he'd beatbox for me, and I would get my rhymes on. So we took it from there, and then when we start seeing the rap industry move and artists coming out and getting airplay and all that, we took a shot at it, and hence Tough Crew was born.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That is a blessing.
yeah, I always had a talent for writing, and just took it to that level, and got my opportunity, and we put our band together and had success. A lot of success from it.
And how long was y'all together?
Tough Crew, we did 3 straight years. I'd say from '87 to '90,
Oh, okay.
and then we actually broke up. Well, actually, I left the group because of financial fiscal situations.
Okay.
Okay.
But I saw the the vision and continued to do my thing, doing some solo music. You know, I did a song "Bring It Home" for Jerome for the Eagles. I did a song "TL Back to Yale," a song called "Flipping Kilos." It was about, you know, hustling and what I was seeing in that industry.
Okay.
You know, got my feet a little wet with that, but you know, the hip hop was in me, and you know, I just kept doing my thing. You know, aside from Tough Crew, I think they did one more record without me, which after that they kind of dissolved out too.
Okay.
But I'm glad to say today, you know, we back together.
That's
you know,
what's
shout
up.
out to
That's a
DJ Too Tough. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what's
Too
up.
Tough, Overlord Ice Dog. My man Monty G. Get well, good brother. You know, he was dealing with the COVID situation. That was our beatbox, Monty G. So
Okay.
prayers up for you, brother. Continue to heal and get well. You know, shout out to
Oh,
LA
he's dealing
Kid.
with it now. The COVID?
Yeah, he
Oh, wow.
well, he's over it, but he's still having like residual effects from
Oh,
it.
wow.
You know, they say you could get over the infectious part of it and all of that, but you still dealing with some, you know, whatever it does to you.
Yeah.
It's some lingering symptoms that he's working through. But I pray God's gonna you know, see him through all of that. Yeah, but yeah, we still doing our thing now. And,
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
just excited to be back in my music and you know, expressing myself, especially in these days and times.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I had a question about that.
Yeah.
Because of the time that you actually came out when hip hop / rap was going on versus now, is it a real big, I mean, I know it's a real big leap from then to now. Do you think it's going to keep on changing the way that it's changing, not positively, or will it try to correct itself as we keep going forward?
Well, I think it's like, that's a good question. From what I've seen, it's just phasing. It's kind of going through phases. I mean, when I say the state of emergency, I mean because hip hop as a culture is not being expressed in the same way that it was when we were out there. It had a lot of content in the music. Subject matter was relevant.
Right.
You know, more or less talking about situations, talking about life, and we kind of are now. But now, instead of the art imitating life, instead of life imitating the art is imitating life. So I think I see more of people, you know, once they threw in Keep It Real, people are now, whatever they're rapping about, are really trying to do it.
Yes.
You know, and I mean, we rap out of our experiences, but as young men, our experiences was limited.
Right.
And we definitely
It wasn't
wasn't
like
into
it
all
is
of this,
now.
you know, murdering
Right.
and shooting and violence. So
Right.
if you talked, I mean, it was groups out there who was, you know, maybe gang banging and stuff like that, like NWA, they might have been living some of it. But
Right.
for us, we was just some inner city youth that was, you know, growing and learning and you know, living our situation out and our lifestyle. But our lifestyle was just really chasing girls,
Having fun.
having
Yeah.
fun. It was more,
Right,
yeah,
more
it was
fun.
more lighthearted. And so we talked about stuff, but it wasn't to that degree. So now with the Keep It Real phrase and all this gunplay, I mean, people seem like now the records I'm looking at, they're making the music to just show or talk about what they're doing
Right.
or want to do,
And
which is
rewording it.
which is kind of like all violent.
Right.
Right.
And so, in terms of hip hop being in a state of emergency, because hip hop wasn't never always violent. It was communicative. It was positive. Sometimes it was inspiring. It was encouraging, and you could glean a lot from the different various styles of the artists and various subjects, whatever they talked about. And certain artists had certain images, and so they would rap about their image and stuff. So some of it is similar, but to your question, it's like hurting for the soul of
Right.
the music, for it to really be real. It's just a whole bunch of bravado, a whole bunch of violence being propagated over and over through the music, and it's cycling. But we're in that phase now, but I'm hoping that it recycles and comes around to hip hop gets a chance to flourish again and shine and be at the front, you know, the front of the whole, you know, the industry.
Okay.
But right now, I say the rap game is promoting the violence and the negativity and the, you know, the art imitating life, like I was saying. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, and I do thank you for that one because I do look at it. I do like raps, but as the time has started to change, me personally, I'm not going to knock anybody. Some of the females I do like, some of the males I like, but I'm learning for the younger kids, they are really gravitating to this music right now for balance. So when they actually talk, They don't understand how to speak to someone. They feel as though what they hear is
the way to live.
Yes, the way to live. And
Yeah.
a lot of the young ladies, instead of learning what they need to learn, they'd rather be out here learning every rap song the female has done and said about how they sit there and shake their ass and how they can be out here in the strip clubs and how they can get their money and stuff like that. I just want to know, can we ever get back to just having happy, I mean, all music is not happy, but being somewhat on a page that kids understand what's going on right now, that is not life.
Well, that's what I mean. It's
Yeah, we probably won't.
it's the situation like if they're gonna and see now by everybody having the opportunity, you don't need a record deal or a record label to put you out. So anybody could pay for a video, come out and express whatever their values or lack of is. And so for 4 minutes you're exposed to whatever is on this person's mind, heart.
true.
And I think it's really a heart condition. You know what I mean? And it may sound cliche, but it's the condition of the heart of our people.
Right.
And you know what they become, I mean, is what they've been seeing.
Right.
You know what I mean? You become what you behold. And it's like if they see this violence every day, it's on the news. The news is like a scary horror movie.
Yeah, that is. I don't even watch it. I really
You know,
don't
we could
watch
just say, hey, somebody pop the popcorn.
How we talk about
The
that
news
all
coming
time.
on,
Like
you
that,
know, get your popcorn and your big soda because it's like a scary movie, but
Yeah.
it's real life. And so you got that. That's showing us what's really happening. The videos, they're saying they want to do it, and they're doing it.
Right.
And so this is becoming the
Norm.
norm for
Yeah.
the people that are exposed to this media.
Right.
You know something? I had a 14-hour drive yesterday with my 8-year-old daughter. And we were listening to the radio. And, you know, I had the radio on first, listening to what I was listening to. And then, you know, Cardi B came on and she was like, oh, I hear that song on the radio. I said, oh, no, you're not listening to that. No. Then she said, well, all the songs sound like that. She was like, everybody shaking like this. Shake, shake, shake. I said, what?
No, I guess she just
I
told
said,
you.
oh, no. So then she asked me, because she's very inquisitive, Mom, why is all the songs the girls sing about shaking their butts? She was like, I don't understand it. She said, it doesn't make me feel happy like when I sing these kind of songs, like I know I shouldn't. She was like, but that's all.
That's all.
That's all it's on the radio. So I said, you know what, you're right. I said, it's up to us to what you listen to, right? So then I'm like having a conversation, but also with myself, because we have a responsibility.
Right.
The radios will play. They have a playlist, right? And if it's requested a lot and people want to hear it, they're going to keep playing it in rotation.
Right.
So it's up to us to say, no, we don't want to hear that. Or maybe play this during a certain time when the kid's not going to hear it. But now that the kids are home, they're not in school, they're subject to hearing all things. Now they're on the social platforms, they're on everything, hearing this mess. Because I'm going to call it what it is. It's a hot mess. And I'm quick to put on, you know, I'm from back in the day, too, where Queen Latifah, who you calling a bitch? UNITY? Let's put that out there. Like, I don't glorify, oh, that's my bitch. No. And I don't like that.
Right.
So when my daughter was complaining about the music, I said, you know what? I'm going to put on something hours straight of Kids Bop. I know every song.
That's right.
But it's Kids Bop.
But
Shout
you know
out
what
to
I
Kids
mean?
Bop.
That's better than
It
like
is.
what
And
the
I
radio
listened
would
how
have
the
been playing.
kids replayed those songs. You know, I'm like, wow. And then I started singing along like, okay, I was becoming like a Kids Bop fan. And it was like, listened to it for 6 hours. But it was comfortable because it was something she could relate to, she could listen to, and it made her feel good. But as parents and the mothers, it's up to us to say yay or nay.
Right.
And we got to talk to them about it. I just tell them, a lot of them, oh, we got to pray for these young girls because they're broken. Yeah. You're not going to sit there and sing about glorifying shaking your butt for some money.
Yeah.
You're just a...
And I also think it's part of the responsibility of artists too.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the artists, while we on that note, the artist should actually take some responsibility because you are affecting our youth. You are affecting, you know, your own kids or your little
That's
sisters
where
or
my
brothers.
problem is.
And
A lot
what
of them.
you do at your age is mostly, what I'm seeing is not appropriate for them. So they wind up thinking that this is what they're supposed to mold themselves into
Right.
or become like. And you can have very much to do with what they turn out to be like from what if they're looking up to you.
Right.
And you, oh, my brother's a rapper or my sister's a rapper or a singer, and then you bringing that kind of music, well, you're making them think that's
Yes,
not. So we have to be accountable too as artists. You know, I try to myself be very conscious of what my content is about and make sure that it's either encouraging, inspiring, or educational, or feel good. Like she was saying, fun music. You know, you can bring that back. What happened to music you could dance to? Now it's all like somebody got to get shot. You don't know if you should be dancing or ducking. You be dancing or ducking on the record.
I think the artists feel like this is what it is nowadays. So this is how I must make my money. So if they make music that is not shaking ass or busting guns, they not gonna sell.
Yeah.
And they really not gonna sell.
Right.
So it's like, I guess the artist looking at, I have to make music like that.
But that's not even true because I'm
No, it's not true. But I'm just saying,
yes, they do.
2020. Well, since what? I don't know what year this started, but I'm just saying that's just the world today.
No, and
they're not gonna support you if you ain't shaking your ass. If you're not talking about busting guns, you're not gonna get.
It's
supported.
going to require a lot of people,
Exactly.
like a movement, like, and that's what I'm really trying to do now. Like with the music that I'm doing, I want it to be. I hope that it rub off on some people, and I'm getting a lot of feedback. I just did a new song recently called "Ain't No Love."
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I did watch the video.
Yeah.
I think it was dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was dope.
And it's different, you know what I mean? You could say
Yeah.
that what I'm talking about, I might wouldn't be supported for, but to me, more importantly than how much I sell, it's how many I reach.
Right.
And I think that,
But
you know,
you talking about it, you just talking about it in a positive way.
right. Well, I'm saying what I'm seeing, but I'm saying like we got to get away from that. You know, the biggest question in the song is where's the love at?
Right.
And so, I mean, in the city of brotherly
Brotherly
love,
love,
that
right?
we
Oh
know
gosh,
that.
I don't know why it's called
I'm
that, but
looking
okay.
I don't know either.
I'm looking for love in all the hood places.
Kid.
And it's hard to find. But you know, ironically though, it's funny because at the same time, that's because see, we're wired for love and generosity, but we've been miseducated for greed and like consumption. So while we're aspiring to get more and more, actually innately we're wired to help. And you know how you could see it if it's a car accident or you see somebody in a car accident real bad, people will stop what they're doing and run over there to try to help them. Or if a fire and you see somebody trying to get out the house, you could be in the car riding by and might pull over and jump out and be like, jump, especially, you know, little kids and stuff. So that tell you right there that we're actually inwardly wired to help each other. But then we're being taught or mistaught to just go for yourself. It's me against the world,
Right.
you know, and be ready to die early. So all of that programming has made us subconsciously just numb to the fact that we actually supposed to be trying to help each other. We're
Right.
supposed to be building. And I believe, you know, call me idealist, but I believe it's still possible. But
Yeah,
to allude
yeah,
to
it
what
is.
you were saying, it's going to require more artists. That's why I'm
Get
linking
together.
up right now with other artists who have the same kind of mindset
Right.
as myself, so that we can form like a coalition. Right now, we calling it Union 215, and that whole thing is coming together to be artists that are of the same mind: quality music, inspiring, educational, real rap. You know, that's why I call my label Real Rap Records. To be real rap, and it ain't gonna be stuff that's just propagating this, killing each other, and
Right.
propagating our own self destruction. You know what I mean? So.
But I
That's where
think
I'm
the video was nice.
Thank you.
I thought it was dope. The chorus is nice. Who's the guy that's singing?
Shout out to Ronnie. Yes, that's my producer,
Oh,
my
okay.
main producer. Yeah, and he sings as well.
Yeah, I like that
Yeah.
chorus. That chorus is nice.
Thank
So
you.
I thought it was dope. And I feel like it's that what you were saying, it still can reach the kids
It can.
because it still was violence in the. I mean, you're not promoting it, but it's still. I feel like it still was interesting.
Yeah, I was showing how it happens.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, the
Yeah,
violence that
basically,
happens
yeah,
in
that's
there
what
is
I'm trying to
over
say.
something that the brother did. Y'all gonna have to check for the video. Ain't no love, but basically,
Yes.
not to give it all away. Spoiler alerted, but it's really the brother who wound up doing something that was outside of his norm. You know, he went against his own grain and did something out of desperation
Right.
and frustration. And then there was certain ramifications over what he did that happened to some of his folks.
Right.
And that kind of happened. So I was showing how it can happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
this is not the route that we
No.
need to keep doing. I mean, we depopulating our own selves. And, you know, just if we don't get a handle of it, nobody else is. You know, and it's so ironic. I wanted to show because you hear so much Black Lives Matter and that slogan. but that slogan is rocking us to sleep. If we're really not mattering to each other, and we see it on the news that we just becoming more and more violent towards each other, then that's nothing but a slogan. And the slogan is null and void unless we really love each other. I mean, and you really have to try love and do that, as opposed to, I'm gonna victimize this person. Until that happens, Black lives aren't mattering. Who is it mattering to? Not us. I mean, it must matter to the other people that's out there marching with us, saying yeah, because they see the atrocity too. So it's even white people on the front of the Black Lives Matter thing saying, yeah, y'all do matter. But we got to be looking silly like if they see the news. See, if they was out there marching with us a whole night, protesting and everything for black, respect and all of that, and then that night they see that eight of us died at the hands of ourselves.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you see the video, I'm not just talking about police brutality. That's out there too. But 93% of all black homicides happen by other blacks.
Yes, it does.
What I loved about the video was the beginning. Shout out to Gianna. She did a good job. Okay, girl.
Tommy Brown. Shout out to
Tommy Brown. Yeah, he did an awesome job.
Yeah, that's right.
So
what's up, bro?
what I liked about it, and I think females should look at that, because when your man is going through something, don't beat him down. Because what she did was just like, you don't got no job. And it's like he just lost his job, so give him a chance to, even though he's sitting here, he's depressed right now. Yeah. So it's like you made him go out and rob somebody and go out and get money that wasn't necessary, and that wasn't needed at that point in time.
Spoiler alert.
So, yeah.
Because we talk about it, we kind of got to talk about it.
Right.
So I understand.
Yeah, so I think that was I really did like that beginning, because I went through a situation like that. My daughter father did 16 years, but he said he did the 16 years because of me, because his daughter needed something and I was bitching at that time, so he went out and did something he wasn't supposed to do.
Wow.
So when I seen that video, I'm like, damn, it's like you can't be bitching at a guy so much, because first of all, they're gonna feel less than a man, and you don't want them going out and do that, even though.
Then they get emotional.
But fuck what he said. That ain't the reason why he did his shit. But I'm just saying, But I'm just saying, it was just like that was dope though.
Shit, like they get emotional. Now he was sitting there like he told his son he was really working on a plan, trying to figure it out. So he wasn't just playing the game, but you distracting yourself for a minute while you're trying to regroup over the situation. I'm sure he was aware of the bills and all of that. But that's what I'm saying. That's real life,
right?
And when we get emotional, sometimes things happen that we wind up regretting. So, we're going to kind of go off of that video. I'm going to have more of it probably at least be a trilogy with a couple other songs, and we're going to show the life around that situation and kind of add on to that. So it'll be interesting to see how that story finishes getting told. But I'm really just keeping it, real with my music, and I want to just inspire the youth and all the artists that's coming up behind me to actually just consider the influence of your music and the impact on the young people. Not even the young people, your own peers. I mean, people who trying to keep up with you might be saying, okay, I guess I'm supposed to do that, or that's acceptable now. We have made killing ourselves acceptable. And then we having protests about, the cops doing it. But I haven't seen a protest about a child dying.
Listen,
where's the marches and the protests when an innocent child dies or somebody else's?
Because it's really to them not important. To people it's really not important. It's easier to go out here and say, okay, he killed this person, and because you're not that color, it's a big thing. The Black Lives Matter. Listen. May God bless y'all. I'm happy for y'all, but it's not about Black Lives Matter. It's about all lives matter. And if you cannot accept that, then you're no better than anybody else out here. Because you have too many kids out here right now who are growing up to think that everybody else is trying to hurt them. And I actually just seen a video a couple of weeks ago that this little black boy and this little white boy did not see each other for a couple of weeks. It was the prettiest thing. They ran from one corner to the other corner together, hugged, everything. That right there shows a statement. Stop neglecting people and your kids. Stop putting them in a box and say, you only got to be with this person, because that's not fair. The world revolves. And it's more than just one group of people out here. We're all people. Period. Accept it, move on, and be graceful with it. We know we have issues, but you don't sit there and try to beat us down. Our own people beat us down like dogs because it's easier for you. Yeah. You don't let somebody else out of the color sit there and come and beat you down either. Mm-hmm. We have the same exact thing. We our color, our eyes, and the way that we talk, being truthful.
And we probably killing our own cousins. We really don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
We were given our last names, really, so we don't, the way we came over here, we could be killing our own cousins. I'm always aware of that. Yes. So that's why I always try to extend love. I don't know, you could be my family when I'm first meeting you. So I always come with love first until you show me savagery, then I'll deal with you otherwise. But the whole thing, I think one of the biggest problems is, and it's a shame, we got to stand up. We're trying to look for a scapegoat to blame. Okay, now the cops are doing it. But when my little cousin got killed in 2007, it was 392 murders that year, and very few of them was police that did it. So it's still black on black beef out there, regardless of the police being involved or not. Right. And what about that? That's like being swept under the rug, like, because now we got somebody to blame. But we really got to look at ourselves, and by saying it's the police doing it, we could focus on police brutality, but that's just... Now let's blame it, point it the finger at somebody else, because otherwise we got to look at ourselves and say, are we really treating each other like this? Are we really that savage that I'm going to treat my brother, potentially my cousin, but definitely my brother from another mother, sister from another mom? Yeah, mister. Right. I like that. Sister from another mister, exactly. Treating them with, like they no value of their life. And I'm a God-fearing man, God first in my life, thanking me for even being here. And I know how much he loves us. So we ought to, be loving each other the same way, or at least trying to. And I mean, if you have a situation where somebody attack your family or come at you, or they're just out there bringing some drama to you, then you got to protect yourself. But other than that, just to be like, oh, your life don't matter, I'm going to take you out of here, I think that's really like subhuman.
Yeah,
really
it's crazy.
I think a lot of what's going on, too, when you watch the news and hear, killings and 5 people shot over here or somebody shot up 8 times, now we're looking at revenge types. There's a lot of revenge going on. Okay, well, you shot up our family or friends, now we're coming for you. Right. So now we're in this vicious cycle of payback.
That's where loyalty of the streets coming in.
And it's all it's a.
And don't just scream Black Lives Matter when cops kill us.
Right.
Scream it when it's black on black crime. Scream it all the time. I feel like it's only being talked about is when a cop is, killed a black person.
That's why I said it's not about just Black Lives Matter. All lives matter.
Right.
And then you're seeing more women and kids. Like it's
starting to become more vicious than
yes.
It's atrocious. It's atrocious. I mean, and we can blame it, like, I talk about in the song, we blame it on the government because they put the guns out here. They let us become disenfranchised as communities. But we can rebuild. I mean, with all the energy that we're putting into destroying, I mean, imagine if we put that energy into building. We all just had some money given to us that we may or not have had before. How many people put together and build? 5 brothers could have had $50,000 collectively together. You know what you could get started with that? Plenty of business.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. When people got that PUA money, they should have put it together.
They can't pay the car notes no more. They're tearing up the cars. They don't have no money. They done spent it in the
all
malls,
that PUA.
shopping. Now they don't have no. Now they mad.
Yeah, and that was a perfect opportunity to build. So I'm looking at, just the lack of just wisdom. You know what I mean? With all that you're trying to get out there, you got to get wisdom.
Yeah.
You're trying to get riches, you're trying to get fame. Get wisdom. It'll go farther than riches and fame. So, you know what I mean? I'm glad we had this discussion because it's actually, very important to me. This has been on my heart with so many youth. I'm older now. So many youth that I'm seeing never even get a chance to become. And God created every individual to be somebody. So you can't say no life is insignificant. We're all different. We all made it to become here, and he had a purpose for each and every one of us. So you're stopping some purpose. You know what I mean? One of those children could have been a great president in the future, or a great leader, or an engineer, or a doctor that discovered some great cure. So we're just really hurting ourselves as a people. And we're being, like I said, just distracted or lulled to sleep with, Black Lives Matter. There's a movement. Okay, things is better. No, it's not mattering until we matter to each other, like what I think everybody up here is saying. Yeah.
Thank you. At least somebody else felt that way.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. It's hypocritical, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're gonna play our part though. I know as far as me, Ronnie S, in the Tough Crew, the music that we're doing, we're trying to just give you some more of that boom bap, I call it, but it's just basically the music that used to make you dance, feel good. You take something away from it. I used to say that's my song. That was your song because whatever the rapper or singer was saying on the song, you could relate to.
Right.
Now it's really like you probably saying it's your song because of the beat, or
Yeah,
you
that's
like
it. They
the
not
artist,
even listening to the
or
words.
you like their swag,
Right.
or you're really into the crazy stuff they're talking about. And I'm not taking nothing away from the new artists because the talent is all there.
Yes.
But the subject matter is like, you're all just talking about destruction, all right? How many people do we got to hear say, destroy, 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 before we're destroyed? So if you're going for that goal, it's getting accomplished. Congratulations. But, if you want to be a part of it, switching it around and all of that, Union 215, shout out to my man Montana Black. He started that. Y'all want to check into that. That whole movement is, shout out to Cartel 9 too. I just went to their listening party, Montana Black and his squad, and that was real hot. Their new album is coming out too, so check for that. Cartel 9. And, the Union 215 is out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So can you just tell everybody your Instagram page and where they can find the Ain't No Love video?
Definitely, yeah. Well, Ain't No Love. If you go to, we set up a YouTube channel, Soul Survivors. That's SOUL. S Survive, drop the E and add AZ. So SURVIVAZ. That's the YouTube channel for Ain't No Love right now. It ain't been completely put out there, but I leaked it. And you can go there to our like and subscribe if you're feeling it. On Soul Survivors. Also, on the gram, I'm at Tough Crew Tone 215. That's TUFF Crew Tone 215. Twitter at TL the Teacher, and I'm on the book Tone Love. So either way, y'all can check me out. And I know I don't do a lot of posts and all that because I just be observing, and I'm more of a listener than a speaker until it's time for me to speak. But now that my music is back out here, I'm gonna be more outspoken on what really matters, which is, you guys matter, everybody. You know what I mean? It should be God first, family, community, humanity.
Yes.
And if we extend love just in that order, God, family, community, and humanity, then we could rebuild and get it together.
Right.
So
That would be awesome if everybody listened.
and the music could
That
be,
would be.
yeah, the music could
Right.
be a
That'd be nice.
backdrop.
How to outlove others, try to love.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a love movement, spearheaded by Tone Love movement in the city of brotherly love, and all that can happen. But I'm gonna need y'all participation. Guns down. You know what I mean? And hearts up, man, and just wise up. You know what I mean? Stay woke out there too. And go out and vote. Make sure you go out
make
and
sure
vote.
everybody go out and vote.
Yes, please vote.
Yeah.
So thank you, Tone Love, for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
I appreciate y'all.
Make sure y'all check out his video on YouTube. Ain't No Love.
Yeah, and the song
So
will
it's
be
dope.
streaming on all platforms real soon. I'm just doing the final mix and master on the song, and that'll be streaming, and it'll be at realraprecords.com. That's records with a Z. Websites will be done soon as well. realraprecords.com. That's a new label for Tough Crew, and we out here. We'll see y'all.
Thank you.
For coming.
For sure. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you for coming too, Gigi girl.
Yes, and thank you for your input.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
try to keep quiet, but it's hard.
Yeah. Shout out to Glockaware.
Yeah, shout out to Glockaware.
Yep.
Yeah, and UNKUT&RAW. Keep staying tuned, yo.
Thank you.
They speak on things. They keep it real husky up in here.
Oh, and HB Network, our headquarters were open October 25th.
Oh yes.
Right.
I will
Holden
be at the
Brothers
grand
Television.
opening.
HB Network.
Holder Brothers Television.
Spit It Out
Yeah.
Entertainment.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Snuff. Yeah. What's up?
All right.
Peace.
All right. Thank you for having us. All right.
A brother needs love. It's a shame.